Welcome back to the channel. Uh, Today we are diving into something truly mesmerizing, something raw, mysterious, and full of hidden beauty. Australian opal rough. Before opal becomes this dazzling gemstone you see in jewelry, they start as rough, uncut stones, often looking plain, dusty, like you can see the mud on it, and even a little boring at first glance. But I don't know. I mean, somehow people think that it's boring, but I am, I'm in love with this. But inside this fire, color, and life, you can see it. And in this video, I'm going to show you what Australian opal rough actually is, where it is coming from, the different types you'll find, how to identify quality rough, and why it is so valuable. So, whether you're a collector, a gem enthusiast, or just curious, this is going to be a really fascinating video. Let's get started. Opal rough is the natural uncut form as it comes straight out of the ground. Unlike polished opals, rough stones still have dirt, host rock. So you can see there is dirt here, and there is in some of the stones you might find host rock also. But no, I mean here you can see a lot of mud and dirt to it attached to it, irregular shapes, and obviously these are irregular as these are natural opal rough and hidden color that hasn't been revealed yet. I mean, you can see nice blue color here inside the mud, inside the sand. This nice beautiful blue color. So these are hidden colors which needs to be revealed, and maybe there are some like you, at least in this piece you can see it, but in so many pieces you might not be able to see it properly. But once you polish it, you'll see that a beautiful color. I mean, see, it's very slight portion of green you can see on this particular rough, but once you polish it, nice color can come out of it. So think of it like a treasure which is trapped in the stone. Anyways, what makes these opals so special is something called play of color, which you see it, which you can see. That's the rainbow-like flash, which you can see here. A nice play of colors. When you hit the light, when on the stone at different angles, I mean, you'll see a lot of color flashing here, and and you know what? The funny part is you often can't fully see that color until the stone is cut and polished. So more, so if you're working with opal rough, it's part science and little bit of gamble. But most of the thing you might see, but some stones, some flashes you might not be able to see. And once it's cut and polished, then only a piece like this. Um, what I say? Let's pick a piece. Okay, a piece like this, it's pure white. I mean, although, but see this color. So once this is cut and polished, maybe nice grayish bluish color might come out of it. I'm still not sure like how it's going to be. So it's part science and a little bit of you know gamble, of course. Anyways, so Australia produces like a major chunk of world's precious opal, and earlier this was the only source, but now you can see opal coming out from Ethiopia also. So and very nice, good quality opals do come from Australia. So major opal mining regions in Australia is Lightning Ridge, Cobble, Cobo Paddy, Andamuka, Queensland boulder fields. These areas were once ancient inland sea, inland seas millions of years ago. Over time, silica-rich water seeped into cracks in rocks, and it slowly hardened and formed opal deposits. That's why opal are often found filling fossils, cavities, and cracks in host rocks. So that's how they're found. So all of these regions, which I told you, Lightning Ridge, Coober Pedy, Anamuka, Queensland boulder fields, they produces a different type of opal rough. That's where the things get really interesting. But what, anyways, let's break the main types. Black opal rough. This is the most valuable and rare one. I don't think so. We have a piece of black opal here, but like, this is a blue one only, but you can see a little black here. But anyways, these are found mainly in lightning ridge. Black opal rough has a very dark body tone, which makes the color, uh, color pop dramatically, and you'll often see bright reds and electric blue, like this blue. This is like electric blue, and greens and purples. The darker the base, the more, of course, the more intense the color contrast would be. White opal rough, also called milky opal. This type of rough has a light or a white base. It is more common that black opal. They are more common than black opal, but still very beautiful. The color tends to be softer and more pastel-like, but very high quality pieces can still be. You can find them really stunning. Boulder opal, these come from Queensland. What makes it unique is the opal forms within the ironstone rock and often stays attached to it. So instead of removing the rock, cutters actually use it as part of the design. The result, natural earthy patterns with vibrant colors vein running through the stone. Crystal opal rough is, transparent. This is the fourth type of opal which I'm saying. Crystal opal rough. It is transparent to semi-transparent. It can have incredible depth, almost like, I mean, I don't have a piece here, but generally they almost like looking into glowing and colorful glass. When the light passes through it, the color can almost be nice and good. Now, anyways, how to read opal roughs. The color bar is basically a visible, this particular layer. You can see the color. Thicker bars are usually better. Thin bars are harder to cut. The position of the bar affects the stone that will be shaped. So the color bar should be nice. It should be colorful, and the more thicker it is, more better it is. Anyways, not all color is equal. Opals are graded based on brightness, from dull to extremely wide, vivid, and the brighter the color in rough form, the higher the potential value is. So, of course, the more colorful it is, the higher value it might fetch for you. And this is the best thing which I'm going to tell you right now. Some patterns are more valuable than others. So, pattern is very in opals, pattern is very critical part. You'll find broad flash, you'll find harlequin, you'll find rolling flash. So these are the pattern. You might find honeybee pattern, which is really rare and which looks really nice. So these pattern can increase value dramatically, but they're very rare. Natural flaws are a big risk. Cracks can ruin a stone during cutting. Sand or inclusion can block color also. So if there is sand to it, they might block the color. So that's why when you're buying opal rough, it's always a bit of a gamble. Anyways, now turning rough into finished opal is an art. Examining the rough, deciding the cut direction, removing excess rock, shaping the stone, polishing to reveal the color. But here's the challenge: one wrong move and you can destroy the entire stone. Sometimes cutter spends hours, even days, working on a single piece. But even then, the final result can still be unpredictable because there's a lot of excess rock, direction, shaping the stone, and you need to reveal the color. So that's the whole idea. Anyways, opals opal rough is valuable because it's rare, it's unpredictable, and because of its potential. A rough stone that looks ordinary could turn into a gem worth thousands, or it might turn into something special. That element of mystery is what makes opals so addictive for collectors and cutters alike. So next time when you see a polished opal glowing with color, remember it starts as a rough. Of course, all the gem journey starts as a rough. Okay, Australian opal rough isn't just a material, it's a journey from the earth to the hands of a cutter to a finished gem full of life and color. You can see so many colors here. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more such content. Thanks for